Mr. Chairman, and thanks for your leadership on the legislation under consideration today and your commitment to making this a bipartisan proposal. This legislation addresses a number of concerns that members of this committee on both sides of the aisle have had for a long time in regards to our nation's small business ability to compete fairly to federal contracts. Contracting is one of the most important ways that the federal government can empower small businesses. Every year, federal agencies devote hundreds of billions of dollars to contracts with thousands of businesses across the country. To ensure that our nation's small businesses are given a fair shot to compete for these contracts, the federal government has an annual goal of awarding 23% of all federal prime contract dollars to small businesses. We also have sub-goals to ensure prime contracts are awarded to disadvantaged, women-owned, service-disabled, veteran-owned, and hub-zone small businesses. Last year, we were all very pleased to see that in 2013, federal agencies met that 23% small business contracting goal for the first time. My question is, are these small business contracts actually going to small businesses? How do we know? A report by the American Small Business League found that Apple, Chevron, Verizon, Bank of America, and Disney all had received small business contracts in 2011. In 2012, the League found that 57 Fortune 100 companies or their subsidiaries were awarded federal small business contracts totaling more than $500 million. If these reports are accurate, it casts real doubt on whether the federal government really is meeting that 23% small business contracting goal. Small businesses should not be unfairly losing out on these valuable contracts to corporate giants. We need to understand why these large companies are receiving small business contracts. Anecdotally, I've heard a number of reasons. Large companies creating shell subsidiaries that appear to be small businesses, and a bureaucratic problem of simply mislabeling business in documentation. So my amendment would call for a GAO study to assess this problem. The study would look at whether federal agencies are accurately identifying the size of businesses awarded these contracts, the impact of these inaccuracies, and what procedures agencies use to identify the size of businesses. The GAO would make recommendations as to how to improve the accuracy of these small business contract reports. The report will be submitted to this committee within a year of this legislation's passage, and I hope that it will give us a better picture of this ongoing problem and a better idea of how to address it. Thank you.